Hey guys, welcome back to the bench. So today we are back on the Thunderbird project. So I am gonna put the red pinstripe on the nose, or basically on the whole car, but this isn't the actual piece. This is kind of just a tester here. The car is actually painted sitting in the oven. So as you can see, I already put a red pinstripe on this. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see because it's on a red car. So what I did is I used bare metal foil and I painted it. So I'm going to take and spray this with some Tamiya Pure Red. And I'm going to mix it a little bit in the airbrush, and we're going to shoot this just to see how this turns out. I did this with enamel on this piece with just a paint marker. But, you know, I'm just trying it out. So I use this guy here just to see how it worked out. But it's just too inconsistent. So I'm going to try to mix up a little bit here and see what happens. And like I say, I'm just using this nose piece here as a test piece because I want it to keep scribing on my nicely painted piece. As you can see, I didn't paint all the way over. And we'll go from there. So I think that'll work pretty good, I think. So let's try it out. Let me get this painted and we'll bring it back over to the bench here. Okay guys, let's try this out here. So this is our bumper. So right here we're going to put that red stripe. So I took some bare metal foil, painted it with our red paint, and I'm going to cut a small piece out and we'll see how she works. Now as long as the paint doesn't scratch out the foil when I'm trying to burnish it, that'll be the only thing. Especially lacquer, because it doesn't seem to be as strong as the enamel. I'm just going to use only what we need here. So right here I had a little bit of dirt in it, and I see it left me a little spot. So I'm trying to burnish it, it's pulling it. I'm hoping this is working because I've tried all kinds of tricks on this, and I've even tried vinyl, you know, like heat press vinyl, because my wife has a ton of it in the house, but that is just almost too rigid. Okay, we'll see if that does the job here. So it tells me my paint's either not dry yet or being lacquer, plus I threw it in the oven for a second. Alright, I'm gonna have to cut this close up to me, so I'll bring it back when we're done. Alright, we got her cut. Let's see what we got here. Because that came up in the end. It did not. I'm thinking what little spots that it's come through, I can probably just touch that up. Yes, sir. Look at that. Awesome. Wow, that turned out nice. Cool. Alright guys, that worked out pretty good. So now I'm going to try it with enamel. Just because I noticed when I was putting it on, which don't get me wrong, it looks pretty dang good. But if you look real close, you can see some of the metal. So as you take it off with a knife, being the lacquer so hard, it almost just wants to flake, and I see there's like red dust all over the black. You might not be able to see it in the camera. I mean, it looks pretty good, and I could probably just say, yep, good enough. But I'm just trying this out. Like I said, I might just leave this and let it go. I can just hit that with a paint marker and tidy that up. So I'm just going to try it to see how it goes here. So I do have this guy here, so I'm going to try to touch that up that one spot. I don't really want to go away that good. We'll try the enamel. We'll see what it looks like. So I'm going to use some MCW Rally Red. I don't want to use testers because I just know it seems like that flakes out pretty easy anyways. It doesn't take much to, this here I put hardener in it and it should be pretty good. We're gonna mix some of this up and try that out. Alright, so I just took a little bit on the paint booth there and sprayed it. So now, obviously it's enamel, so we're going to let this cook for a while. So I'm going to throw this in the oven and let it bake, and we'll see how this turns out. We'll see which one works better. Alright guys, so we painted another strip of foil, this time with some MCW paint. So this is with enamel, and this is with lacquer. They're not the same shade, yes I know. Let me show you what I got here. So this was painted with Rally Red. This is the one stripe here. Rally Red MCW. That's this guy. And then you got this, which was painted with Pure Red Tamiya paint. That was painted with this guy. So what I found out, because I cut this and you saw earlier, I put this on the rear bumper. And I noticed, you can see the edges how it's chipped. So I think the lacquer is just too, almost like too hard. So I'm hoping the enamel is going to stay soft and flexible. Or, you know, maybe I need to get some of that paint that they put on plastic so it doesn't crack. But this has got a pretty good elasticity to it, if that's how you want to say it. So what we're going to do is cut this up and we're going to try to get on that bumper and see what it looks like. So, put some glasses on for some clearer vision. I'm getting old like that. We're going to cut this up and see how it looks. I'm going to try that bumper once again and go from there. So I think it should look pretty good. I should have did a bigger piece because I'm hoping to do the whole car with just this piece here. That's my plan anyways, but I don't know, it's looking kind of slim here. We'll see. We'll see. I guess the first piece goes good. I know we'll be all right. So if I need, yeah, I should be alright. We should be good. Should be good. Unorganized today, guys. It was a long day at work. It was almost a 12-hour day today. By my choice. I was doing extra curriculum, you know. Trying to get some stuff done. So we got our candidate here. So we'll try it again. See how it works out. My favorite part is trying to peel that first piece of foil off. So I'm going to be careful because I don't want to flip-flop it too much, because I'm sure it will chip out there. You know, in hindsight, looking at doing this, I should have took some like 00 steel wool and scuffed the bare metal foil up to give the paint a little better adhesion. I didn't even think about that. Next time, if I do this, that's what will happen. That's my thought process anyways. That's always likely to change. I think this is going to be a winner. I have to say I do like the other red. It looked a lot nicer. I'm getting in there just right. Get my sausage fingers out of the way. Work with me, Johnny. Come on. That's my favorite part right there. When you go to pull it just a little bit and it comes off the other side. Excellent. This isn't going as easy as I had planned. Okay, so I noticed that with the enamel paint, it seems to be a little more thicker, basically, not as pliable as the other was. So I'm going to try to burnish that just a little bit, and we'll see how that looks. And then we're going to do the rest of the car if this is something that's going to be winner, winner, chicken dinner type thing. So I'm hoping, because I'm running out of ideas on how to put the stripe on here. That's a lot thicker, that's for sure. She'll do the job, though. Hoping I got it on there pretty straight, which it looks like I'm really crooked. Another thing I noticed burnishing this down, it doesn't seem to want to chip as bad as the lacquer did, which I figured the lacquer would, just because it's lacquer. I think this cured out pretty good. I had it in the oven for a while, so I think we're all right there. All right, let's leave it like that, give that wild 80s look. So this is thicker, so I have to make sure I get into the channel here, and it is hard to tell where it be. Made me pucker a little bit. I seen it like popped a little bit of the. Oh no! I think come summertime, I don't know if you guys can hear that on. That's my mini split heat outside. Every once in a while, it'll kick on and off, and it makes a heck of a grunt out there. because I have it attached to the side of my garage on the steel building outside, which seemed like a cool idea at the time, but now, I don't know. Not so much. Yeah, that's all the way cut through before I pull this off. Alright, cut the other side. My plan was to take this down to the model show. I didn't quite have it ready. I don't know what just happened there. Okay guys, I think this turned out pretty cool. That turned out nice. So that's bare metal foil I painted. It's a little glitchy, but it sure looks better than a decal, I think. So that nose looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with that. So I got the body done. So there's a few spots that's popped a little bit cutting it. I found just had to really keep that blade sharp, so I changed the blade a couple times. So yeah, I think that turned out really nice. So just a quick, this actually works. This works pretty good, guys. So if this is something you guys are looking to try to pinstripe, that was pretty decent. I was pretty impressed with it. So like I say, this is the lacquer. That actually worked good. The only advantage I liked about using the lacquer was when I was into burnish, you know, that bare metal foil into the line, the enamel seemed to be a little thicker and it was harder to get it deeper into that crevice where the lacquer is a lot thinner. And you see I got a little spot there. I'm going to try to touch it up with a Sharpie, but it was a little challenging on some stuff. But all in all, I think it turned out pretty nice for a first time run. I'm not going to redo it. I think I'm just going to leave it. Like I said, I'm going to see if I can touch up. You can see a little couple spots there. So I think I'll try to touch those up. But I was just trying to go around and around trying to figure out what could I use to put on there to make that work. So that actually was pretty cool. Like I say, you just cut it like bare metal foil like normal, and away you go. Alright guys, just a quick little video. We'll wrap that up. And hopefully next time we'll have this T-Bird final assembly. So appreciate you guys checking out the channel and tagging along. And we will see you the next time around. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.